Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for tonight's webinar, Clinical Trials 101. My name is Amy Edel, and I'm the editor at the Mesothelioma Center, and I'll be your moderator today. At the Mesothelioma Center, our mission is simple: to make sure no one has to go through this diagnosis alone. We're the nation's most trusted resource for mesothelioma, and we connect patients and families with support in every area of their journey. Tonight, you'll hear all about clinical trials, what they are, why they're important, pros and cons of participating, and much more. I'm joined today by my colleague, Dr. Catherine Perrault. Dr. Perrault, please tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm thrilled to be here today. So I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at the Mesothelioma Center. And prior to that, I was a practicing clinician. Our goal today with this webinar is to demystify clinical trials. So clinical trials are at the heart of every new treatment advancement that has happened in mesothelioma. Our organization builds strong ties with trial investigators and sites, which allows us to help streamline some of the process of getting patients into clinical trials. We're here to educate, raise awareness, and foster collaboration so that patients know what to ask about clinical trials so that they can feel empowered. Because the more you know, the better decisions you can make about your health. And together, we can open more doors for current and future patients.
Would you mind walking us through the basics of a mesothelioma clinical trial?
So when it comes to mesothelioma trials, you have to think that these are a way to test new treatments or new ways to use existing treatments with the goal of improving cancer care. Researchers and investigators are always looking for new ways to improve the current standard of care, which is either the current medications or treatments given to patients with that specific type of cancer. Clinical trials just try to increase options for patients. But you have to remember that there are clinical trials that are observational and investigational, which means that while some of them give you openings to new treatments, some of them are also just made to try to find some ways to improve the lives of patients with cancer and that are not necessarily treatment-based. So every treatment offered today at this point for mesothelioma, including chemotherapy, immunotherapy, was proven through clinical trials. Mesothelioma patients can participate by choice, and the studies follow very rigorous and agreed upon design, which is called a protocol.
Let's talk a little bit more about eligibility, pros and cons, and the costs of participation.
So eligibility is one of those things. If you look at a clinical trial, they can have a list as long as CVS receipt. And exclusions can be even longer. So between the two, eligibility is what tells a patient the requirements that they must meet, such as type of cancer. So if it's a mesothelioma study, you must have mesothelioma in order to be able to enroll in it. But then it can be subdivided. Sometimes they can say you must have pleural mesothelioma of the sarcomatoid type. And so then it really decreases the number of patients that can enroll in these very specific studies. Similarly, exclusion criteria are factors that would keep you out of enrolling from that study. So between finding patients that are eligible and that don't have any exclusion criteria, it can be a very narrow margin of patients that fit into that. And so it's really important that we try to enroll and find patients who are eligible to as many trials as possible, because the more patients are put across these trials, the more likely we're going to find a patient that is eligible, that is going to be enrolled, and that will benefit from the outcomes of these clinical trials. At any time, talk to your care team, talk to your trial team, make sure to communicate what's going on so that everyone is kept aware if you're having problems with it. And you don't have to navigate this alone at all.
And as everyone's heard throughout this session, a patient advocate can be a vital resource to guide you through the clinical trial process. They can share details of enrollment and help you ask the right questions to see if a clinical trial is best for you. Please know that we're always here for you, and we're just a phone call or email away. If you want to connect with one of us directly, you'll see the phone numbers and emails here of our patient advocate team. And they're just a phone call or an email away, and they're here for one-on-one support whenever you need it. We're happy to assist you and get you the resources that you need.